Hello everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Author Collaborative. As always, I'll be talking to an author whose book I have recently read and enjoyed. And my guest for this week is somebody who's coming on the show for the first time. And I read her book as part of the book of the month for Fabulous 4 episode in September, where the four of us read this book and we enjoyed it. We have discussed it in our episode of September also. And today the guest is here to address some of the questions that we discussed during the Fabulous 4 episode of September and some questions I had for myself after reading the book too. So it's going to be a really interesting episode. Do stay connected. The guest for today is Divya Iyer, and we are going to read her book, The Glitch in Our Stars. We are going to discuss this book and I'm going to ask her some interesting questions. So I'm very excited to talk to her directly today. Divya is already here. Let me just quickly add her. Hi Nilshri, thank you for joining. Nilshri is also here. I'm sure Nilshri will have a few questions of her own. Okay, let me invite Divya first. Joining. I am going to quickly see if the other Fabulous 4 members are available. Divya, can you let me know in the comments whether you received the invitation? If not, I will send a fresh one. Sometimes Instagram doesn't send the request to the guest at first go. Okay, let me send you a fresh one. Okay, I have sent you fresh invitation. Hopefully this time it should go through. I don't think it has gone through. I am sending you another one. Instagram and its glitches. Okay. No, Devansh. The guest for today is Divya. Probably that's why you misheard it. Divya, can you let me know in the comments? Have you received my invitation? Did you receive the invitation, Divya? Okay, this is really frustrating. I'm sorry for the delay, guys. I'm just going to quickly try it again. Okay, I can't see you, so I have to ask you to exit, and I'm going to try invite you again. I cannot see you.
How to exit?
So there must be a cross mark on the right hand corner of your screen.
Okay, great. You can hear me, but you can't.
No, I can't see you. That won't be fun. So I'm going to try and
Of course,
invite you again.
of course.
Yeah.
I'll just leave.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Chait. Thank you for joining. हाँ ऐसा बहुत बार होता है देवांश मुझे गेस्ट नहीं दिखते हैं मेरे kind of spooky but that's how Instagram works. So I am going to invite Divya again. Hi Sukana, thank you for joining. Divya, I've sent you a fresh invitation. Hopefully this time I should be able to see you. Host being ghosted, yes, true. Okay, I think Divya has not received my invitation. Let me try again. There are 4 5 people, Devansh. You should be able to see them in the viewers list. Okay, Divya, can you let me know in the comments? I have sent you invitation twice now. I don't think it's going through. Okay, I still can't see you. I think you have joined, but I still can't see you.
Yes, I have joined.
I can't see you. This is going to be very frustrating for me. But I think we should continue now. Can you see me at least?
Yes, I can see you.
So I'm assuming the audience is also able to see both of us.
But
We are going to
I,
continue.
okay. I hope the audience is able to see me. I mean,
If you are able to see me, which means they can see both of us. I'm just going to quickly confirm. Nilshi, Sukana, Devansh, if you can just confirm if you are able to see both me and Divya because I can't see Divya.
well, I think there are a lot of glitches in the glitch in our stars. So,
Yes, exactly. Sukana has confirmed, so great. Okay, awesome. Sukana has also read the book, and her review was published in the Arthropod magazine of October issue of Arthropod, and so I'm glad that most of the audience has read the book. Now, before we start going any further, thank you for confirming everyone that you can see us. Divya, please introduce yourself to the audience briefly.
well, what should I say? Okay, so my name is Divya Venkateshwaran, and though I have wrote the book by my pen name, which is Divya Iyer. And I have, I mean, you can say that I started writing during the COVID era and participated in a lot of contests. I started out with poems, to be very honest. I mean, I started off with quotes and then moved slowly to poems, and I have two poetry books to my credit. One was a solo one, which is a slice of reverie. It is available in a Kindle uh, format. And I also co-authored a book with another poet, Rajni Nair, and that's Impetus Rhymes Within Us. And it's one of a kind because both of us are writing on the same prompt, but obviously the perspective is different.
Okay.
So that is available in paperback and in Kindle format. And down the years, like I thought, why should I not attempt a prose. And during COVID, also, I was a part of a lot of anthologies. So I wrote both stories as well as poems, which were getting published in the anthologies. I also wrote for a brief time for the Soul Curry section of the Times of India.
Oh, lovely.
So yes, so that's it. And apart from that, I started my podcast as well, which is called Between the Pages with Divya. Though I'm still to restart it because the aggregator pulled off. So because of that, there were some challenges, but I'm keen on starting it again. And I also run a publishing house named The Book Bracket. And we are proud that we have come up with three books uh, like since we started. So yes, a
Okay.
lot of things going on right now. But yes, and The Glitch in Our Stars is my latest. And it came out as a novella, and I wanted to keep it as a novella and not a novel, and I wanted to keep it not so bulky. So it's like a read which you generally would want to finish in one go.
Yes.
Um, that was the vision behind it, and I'm glad that a lot of people are able to do that. Thank you
Actually,
so much for to all the readers who have been, actually writing back to me saying that we could read it in one go. So it was probably engaging for them as well. So to read it in one go. So thanks to all of them who have messaged me and told me that. I appreciate it a lot.
thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Divya. And I can also vouch, in fact, all 4 of us. So we read this book as part of our monthly discussion on Instagram, Fabulous Four. and all four of us can vouch that we have finished it in one go. So you can add four more readers to that list. Uh, and yes, since it is a thick, very thin book, yes, firstly because it is a thin book, see, look at the size, and secondly also because yes, it does keep you engaged. You want to finish it in one go. See, Nilshi has also raised her hand and she's confirming
Yeah.
it.
Thank you so much, Neelpi, for joining in and affirming that.
So yes, and now coming to the book. So I read it with three other people, and all four of us have enjoyed it. But for me, personally, I would like to say that what I liked the most was that you have based it in a virtual world, okay, and that is something that we are all a part of. Even if you want to or don't want to, we have to be, in it somehow. It's like a necessary evil for us. Technology and social media, all of it has become so ingrained in our daily life. So I like that part that you have kept it contemporary and it becomes relatable because these two people are connected through the virtual medium which we are all well versed with these days. So that's the first part that struck me as there's the resonance part with that. And then there are parts where you have talked about Mumbai, and Mumbai is like माई जान इफ यू टॉक अबाउट मुंबई मतलब समझ लो कि मेरा दिल तुमने मेरा अटेंशन वहां पे यू हैव कैप्चर्ड सो एंड देयर इज वन और टू पेजेस वेयर दिल टॉक्स अबाउट मुंबई इन सच डिटेल उस वो खुद से इतना अच्छे से बात करती है ना मुंबई के बारे में आई एम लाइक यार दिल यू आर taking words out of my mouth when you are describing Mumbai like that. So that was also one of the things that I really liked. And the third thing was that you have touched upon age gap romance, which is something that most authors are afraid of doing. But with Dil and Rosham's story, you have captured a age gap romance, and you have shown how the challenges can be worked out. And also, there's a little bit of towards the end we have some bits about mental health also, which also I really liked. And it's not very out there, but it's there, and you have managed to send out a positive message related to that also. So overall, this was my experience of reading the book. And
Yes.
now I am going to read out a few passages from the book. First of all, I want to show the cover to everyone first. Again, this is the book that we read as part of Fabulous Four, and lovely cover. So you can see the connection between the characters over here also. There's a virtual line, almost very dull, almost invisible, but it's there. So this is from the chapter where Dil is in a confusion regarding her relationship with Rosham, and they are going through, are they on? Have they broken up? What has happened? वो वाला stage चल रहा है, and she's talking to her mom about it. So this is how it begins. She asks her mother, "Ma, what is love?" Well, she begins, her expression softening with nostalgia. I stumbled upon its meaning accidentally, but why don't you tell me what it means to you? I find it quite fascinating to see how your generation perceives this word. Ma, I asked you first. Okay, let me tell you what love is. Love is when you go out to eat with someone and share most of your french fries without taking any of theirs. Love makes you smile even when you are exhausted or jet lagged. Love is when I make coffee for your papa and take a sip before giving it to him just to make sure the taste is perfect. Love is when you can't stop thinking about each other or can't stop kissing passionately and with gentle pecks on the forehead. But there are moments when more than the kisses, you crave each other's company for deep conversations. Love is when you compliment a guy and tell him you like his shirt and then he wears it every day. Love is like a little old woman and a little old man who are still friends even after spending so many years together, knowing each other better than anyone else. This is one of those bits that I really like. There are so many I don't want to call them preachy because that will be give a negative tone, but there are some passages and some philosophical things in the dialogues that the characters share that really resonated with me. You have talked about life, love, relationships, even female friendships. I like the friendship between Dil and her BFF. That is also one of the parts that actually all four of us like that part very much. See, Devansh is saying that sounded lovely. He liked it. I'm glad I picked that particular passage.
Yeah, it's something which I also like because she's asking someone who is elder to her as a
Yeah.
mother, and that also signifies that she's close to her. Basically, the bond between both of them, that she's very open, and the mom is also, guiding her, being very open on what is love all about.
Yes.
Since you talked about Mumbai, I was born in Mumbai, but I am a Delhiite.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, and to write about Mumbai, like I have spent, like now, if you say after my marriage, I have spent around 17 years in Mumbai, and that is how I came, to know about Mumbai, and that is how I have described it from my point of view. But I'm glad that most of them have, felt the same. So I think, yes, I think my job is done here when, people say that, that's how I see Mumbai as well. So.
Mm. Lovely. Yeah, it does feel like you are speaking universally for everyone who has a deep bond with the cities. In fact, in one of the passages, you have also described London very well, and I'm sure people who have visited London or lived in London would also resonate with that bit.
I have not. So I had to do a I had to do a lot of research on how to describe it because I have never personally visited London. But it was all after researching about it, I now really want to. So I'm just waiting
Wow.
when to visit.
Yeah, we are sending it out to the universe. कभी भी हो सकता है.
Great.
So, based on my reading, and I am also speaking on behalf of my other panelists on Fabulous Four, we all four of us have some questions for you. So, if you would be kind enough to answer those.
Sure. Sure. Why not?
Okay, so my first question to you is the story weaves together themes of love, grief, and digital connection. How did you find the balance between these emotional layers without overwhelming one over the other? I mean, how did you find the balance?
Um, I will say I did not. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, it was very overwhelming for me to, write
Hmm.
all those three emotions. It took a lot out of me as well because you are putting all of that together and you want it to strike well with the readers. You want the readers to feel it. You want the readers to relate to it. So
Hmm.
and it's like when you are describing any emotion of that sort, you have to feel it yourself as well to write that emotion that way. So yes, it was overwhelming, and I really didn't plan it that it should come out as that, but I just wrote it the way I wanted it to, which is to um, be relatable, which happens probably with everyone in their lives.
Hmm.
As to such emotions come in your life and how you deal with it. So uh, it was challenging, and also in a way, um, I wanted to put it across as it happens with everyone. So it was for me not a balance which I created. Maybe that happened on its own while I was writing it, but I really didn't plan that I have to balance it or
Okay.
whatever. So this is my first novel as such. I am actually a poet at heart. So, but I also wanted to leave that poetry in the novella. So I have wrote those short poems at the end of each chapter,
Yes.
but as I was, this was again a learning for me because um, transitioning from a poet to someone who is writing a prose, even if it is a novella, is quite challenging, is what I have learned in this journey. So I really didn't want to be want this. I really didn't want this book to be a perfect one, but at the
Hmm.
same time, as I said, though there was a structure in place, but I really didn't plan that these emotions should be balanced or whatever. It was based mainly on the characters, how they emote.
Okay. Lovely. And we have Devansh here who's saying it's a little relieving for him because he his one of his work in progress books is also tackles age gap dynamic, and it also has a mental health angle. But thankfully, the story sounds quite different to what I've been developing. So, congratulations on that, and happy that more and more writers are writing about such things. And he's also saying, sounds like you succeeded at what you set out to do. He's talking about you experimenting with prose writing for the first time.
Yeah, so I hope I succeeded, though I don't know. But I can just hope, and I hope people who read it, my only goal was that readers should relate to it
Hmm.
than getting into the point of what do I say? It not just reading it just for the sake of reading it, but actually
Yeah.
resonating with it was what I wanted readers to do. So I think if readers are doing that, it's a win for me already.
Yeah, and based on what you have shared with us, that people have been telling you that at least the bits about Mumbai they were able to resonate with. So, yeah, I mean, you have succeeded.
Yes.
Okay, that brings me to my next question. Uh, we are talking about Dil and Rosham's relationship. So, I want to know, how did you approach writing the dialogues and email messages between Dil and Rosham to make them feel natural and yet emotionally charged?
Well, when I started writing, it was obviously the traditional way of putting it in double quotes and all of that. But there was so much of conversation happening between whether it is Kaira or Dil or Rusham, because obviously it's a digital world through which they are
Yeah.
conversing. So I thought, why not give it a structure and place it as chats rather
Mhm.
than keeping it like a dull read wherein it's all in double quotes and then you go
Yeah.
pages and pages about it. So uh, I always wanted to do it like that so that again the relatability.
Hmm.
When you read it under quotes, you just read it, and yes, I mean, I'm not saying that you are not connected to it. You are,
Hmm.
but then you tend to probably forget things. But if
Yeah.
you put it in a structure like a WhatsApp chat, I still
Yeah,
might
I'm
remember
going to
some
pause you
portion of
and
it.
show everyone that this is
Yeah.
how the digital conversations between Dil and Rosham pan out. This is how Divya has done it. It's differently structured than the rest of the book, where we are reading about the real world conversations and dialogues, and this is how the digital conversations are happening. Please continue.
Yeah, so I wanted that some part of it at least should be memorable also, and I wanted it to be as real as it could be. Like people should know that they are actually conversing maybe on a messenger or a WhatsApp or whatever. So
Mhm.
uh, putting it in that structure would let them also know that yes, they are chatting online. So
Lovely. So,
yes.
I'm assuming it was all organic for you. Was this idea always there that you wanted to show it like this, that the digital conversation?
The first draft I wrote was not that, but then I thought that it is getting, somewhere lost. Those conversations are getting lost. So
Hmm.
I said, let's try it this way. And thanks to my editor, I would like to mention her as well, Monica, who actually, took that effort to make it, look like a conversation. So,
Yeah.
um, yes, so I first the first draft didn't have that, but then yes, I realized that it is the conversation is getting lost, and actually people would not understand the essence of it. So that's why I wanted it to be like that.
I'm just showing one more example of this is the digital conversation happening between Dil and Rusham, and this is the normal text where we are going through the flow of the story otherwise in the real world. And this is the digital conversation. Yeah, Devansh is also saying looks neatly done. I agree. It does, initially you might feel that it is breaking the flow of your reading, but actually it helps in differentiating what is happening in real time and what is happening in virtual world. So nicely, actually, Yeah, shout out to your editor for that. And Devansh will agree with that because he is also an editor.
So you
Yes,
can say chat,
Devansh.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Devansh. Thank you. I didn't know that. Thanks.
I could have done that, but I don't know. I look when I wrote this. Again, one thing when I wrote this, I also wanted to think from the perspective of a reader because I
Huh.
myself am one. So how comfortable would I be reading such dialogues or such conversations? So
Hmm.
yes, I could have done like chat and wrote it, but it will have put me off,
No, no,
frankly
he's
speaking.
telling you, he's telling me he's a very good friend of
Yeah,
mine, so
yeah,
he's
I know, I
helping
know,
me.
I know it's on a lighter note, but I'm just saying for the sake of it
No, no, yeah.
um, because I feel, I mean, I also thought from the perspective of a reader, so
Hmm.
that I can make it more simple for them to read, to
Yeah.
understand that what is real and what is happening in the virtual world, as you rightly
Yeah.
said, what is going on in a chat and what is actually Rusham or Dil thinking while they
Hmm.
are off that chat.
Yes. Okay, and I think you have answered wonderfully. Thank you for telling us that. And now, through your answer, we also know understand the importance of editors. So, shout out to all editors. One who is there, and one I am also an editor. So, shout out to both of us. And that brings me to the end of the questions that I had for you. I'm just going to ask the audience to let us know if they have questions. We'll address them later. Please let us know in the comments. And now the floor is yours, Divya. You have also read my latest book. All yours.
Yeah, so the book actually is one of a kind again, I would say. Yeah. The title itself says a lot. And I loved the title. My jeans
Thank
fit
you.
well. The ice cream. Yeah. The ice
Okay.
cream
Didn't melt.
uh, didn't melt. Yes. So it that in itself is one of a kind of a book, and I really love the way you have done the illustrations.
Thank
Um,
you.
I really like the humor which you have put in. Uh,
Thank
in
you.
obviously not everywhere, but wherever it is required, like it's rightly, those punches are required wherever they are required. So I really loved, reading through and going through them because you actually relate to pictures more than text. So I felt that if that was your vision for the book, it's it's
Thank
achieved. Like
Yes,
it's
yes,
done.
definitely,
So,
yes.
so yes, and I really like the reality of it. Look, that is what I have portrayed in my book, because I wanted those emotions to come out in real, in
Hmm.
raw, and that is what I can see in your book as well. So
Thank you.
these little um, you know um, conversation or we thinking out loud happens like every day. Like I think out loud a lot, and I could totally relate to it. So
Thank
it
you.
was a joyful read, and I laughed like in certain parts, of course, wherever there was, and I could so relate to it because I also do it sometimes. So
I'm
yes,
so
it was
happy
a
to have
wonderful read.
that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I would love to know which two or three, if you could pick up, which were the nuggets that you found the most hilarious or were able to relate to the most.
Yeah, correct. So the first one would be from D, desserts
Oh,
following a meal. Okay,
okay.
I could so relate to it because I, on a daily basis, crave for some sweet after the dinner. All right, and
This
yes,
is the one. Yes.
yes, and I do really wish that, I mean, a lot of women do have those sweet cravings, and once we reach a certain age, we also want to eat that, you know uh, uh, satisfy that craving, but at the same time we also want that we should not put some calories on. So
Yes, exactly.
I could totally relate it to very much. So desserts following a meal, that is how it starts. Desserts following a meal. I mean, in the brackets, I mean we do have a separate stomach for these, right? I wish we had that. I so wish. Unexpected dessert. Yes, please. So the universe is listening and it's got a sweet tooth. Also, shut up, fitness freak Manali. The calories don't count when dessert is a surprise. Of course. I mean, I can also say shut up, fitness freak Divya. The calories don't count when dessert is a surprise. So, yes, I like totally resonate to this because I do. It was fun,
Thank
reading
you.
it.
So
It was
happy to
fun.
hear that. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you picked out that particular one because it is
Yeah.
really funny. And I also had fun thinking about what I should put in the dialogue box. What is the girl thinking?
Yes.
Okay.
And the other one, again, which I liked was somewhere in P, I guess. Or let me see if it is. No, one was, I think, the genre bending plots, which is G.
Yes. Yes. Found it.
In the book,
Yes.
yeah, if you can show that, and then I'll
Yes.
see.
This one. The changing expressions of the girl. I love that.
Yeah, so genre bending plots. In the book I'm currently reading with the kind of twists and narratives that make me sit up and text someone. Yeah, actually, that happens a lot with me too. The only thing predictable about this story is how unpredictable it is. So, like, also, I am someone who also reads like two books parallelly. Okay,
Hmm.
so this happens a lot. Like,
Hmm.
sometimes you even, go up to mixing both the stories,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
that
you
happens.
realize that oh no, this was some other book and this is some other story. So yes, this happens so often, and mm I mean, obviously, at some point of time, you feel, this started like this, and where is it going? Like, and yes, that is exactly what you have portrayed here. This started as a slow burn romance, and now there's a character that's not from this era. Yeah, that happens. So the villain is also the hero, and the love interest is a time traveling librarian. Okay, I didn't sign up for this, but I totally vibe with the chaos unfolding here. Oh yes, it is so damn chaotic. And obviously, when you read two books parallelly, it is all the more chaotic because you have
Yeah.
mixed up all the stories, all the characters together, and then you realize, oh, and sometimes it has so happened that I'm searching for that name in that particular book, and you don't find it because it's not there.
It's not there. It's a different book. Yes.
So,
Correct.
yes, this was also very, very relating, and this was also
I'm just going
hilarious
to
for
read
me.
out the caption from this one because I love it, and because
Yeah.
it completely shows that we see the girl with different expressions here, and the caption here says, "Books making me look like I am in Indian. I am in an Indian daily soap. No regrets."
Of course, that was important. Sorry, I have to have missed that, but yes, it is actually a drama which you create and you
Yeah,
put it for yourself. So,
exactly. Niltri is saying a separate kangaroo pouch. I think she's saying for the desserts when we said we need to have a separate tummy for desserts. Yes. Okay. Please, Divya.
uh, one more which I would like to go. Let me. I really want to, you know, go ahead and put it out. It was in P, of course. So
Hmm.
I'm straight away going to the P.
P. Yes, I have also landed on the alphabet P.
Uh, I'm still at O.
Okay. People getting my books and entertainment references, playlists
No,
that turn out.
yes, playlists that turn out the ideal curation that vibes my current mood,
List.
and those that I didn't have to go through the effort of curating myself. Yes.
Yes.
So somewhere someone's looking at me thinking I am mysterious. Little do they know that I am mentally grooving to the best, or is it technically the worst, playlist of trashy Hindi songs. Playlist so good, I forgot the shit show that my life is. So, yes. So, I would like to tell you that um, like I am a trained Carnatic classical singer as well. So
Wow.
I love music, and I'm a music enthusiast. And the little bit time which I travel from my home to work, I always put on my buds and I listen to music. And some days it is like, though I have a playlist of my own, some days you still feel like, no, I don't want to listen to it. Like I will just listen to anything which is random, which probably I have not heard
Hmm.
before. Let's try it out. And I do that often. And yes, I have also, traveled in trains. During weekends I take classes. So that time I travel by train, and there are a lot of people sitting around you, and sometimes they stare at you, and I feel that, oh, what is she or he thinking? Like, what am I doing? Like, right? So. Yes, so it this actually I could totally relate to this. And I
Exactly.
wanted this particular uh, what do you say, this illustration to be there today, because I am a music enthusiast and I know how people think, as far as your playlist is concerned. Though many of my friends think that my playlist is good, because it has a mixture of both crazy songs and those calming songs and all of that. It's a mixture. But then, yeah, sometimes, like, I just, when I'm going traveling to work, I just feel like today it has to be a dhamal day. So let's play some music, so that
Yes.
it's lively, and I also get that energy to live through the day.
Yeah.
So could
Lovely. So
totally
happy
relate to
to hear
that.
that.
I just
Yeah. Very, very happy to hear that I'm not the only one who, finds trashy Hindi songs as a way of, therapy.
I the most flashy song I like is Chunari Chunari
Oh,
from
wow.
number one, and like
Yeah.
I can just play it and groove with it. So
Yeah.
yes.
Ah, what a song you have picked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can also anytime listen to Chunari Chunari Ne. I'll be like, yeah, dancing alone in the kitchen, or mentally grooving to it whenever I'm listening in the
That
earpods
was
or something.
also one. That was also one, Manali, which you had written, that you are dancing in the kitchen while you are cooking. I do that very, very often. Like when I'm alone and I'm cooking, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like totally relatable. Totally.
So happy. चलो मैं अकेली नहीं हूँ ऐसी weird हूँ. Happy to know that.
No, we are not weirdos. We are different.
Yeah, oh, true. Yes, we are not weirdos. We are just different, different from other people. We are interesting. Let's say we are more interesting than the rest. Very
Yeah.
happy to hear your thoughts on it. Yes, I'm sure you
Yes.
also have some
And
questions for
yes,
me.
and
Please.
I have a few questions for you as well, as we move forward here. So I wanted to understand, like, you have curated these, small moments, small joys, which you have, curated, and illustratively you have presented it.
Hmm.
So, what inspired you to do that at the first place?
Okay, so I
And
want to
that's
start.
why it
Yes.
stuck to you that it should be illustrated also.
Okay, so I'll start at the starting point of how this idea came about. This idea about the little joys of life, it came to me in, somewhere around 2020 21, and at that time I used to put out daily, not daily, weekly posts on my social media with the hashtag silly things that make me happy. These used to be like most of them are there in the book also, but these used to be very normal mundane things that I used to put out, that आज मैंने खाना कुछ नया पहली बार बनाया और वो अच्छा बना, so I'm very happy about it. It's silly, but that made me happy. So things like that. And if I have gone out and I have found something that I was looking for, and it came in a price range that I wanted to fit in my budget, that would make me happy, and I would share it on my social media. And suddenly I got a very good positive response on those posts, and I realized that these are some things that are not only about me. These seem to have a universal connect. A lot of people were able to relate to it, or a lot of people commented on it, they shared it. The post got really popular. So I thought, maybe this is not something that's just meant for social media. Why don't I convert it into a book and put it together in a way that more people can read it and understand it and enjoy it? So that's when the idea came to me. At that point, obviously, I was only sharing it in the form of text, or even if I was sharing it in the form of images, I would put the little joy in text form in the image and share it on social media. There was nothing more than that. But when the idea of the book came to me, when I sat down and started noting down the pointers that I wanted to compile together in the book, I realized that the text would not be as effective in a book. I realize that some kind of context has to be given with each nugget that I am trying to put here. Because if I'm not showing a pictorial representation of it, it will not land where I am intending for it to land with the reader or the audience. So the idea was always there that I want to do an illustrated book. And 2020-21, when I began compiling the book, I had about 50 nuggets already by the time I started seriously considering the idea of the book coming together. 50 points were already there, but at that time something or the other happened, and the the file that I had compiled, I put it in my drafts folder and it was forgotten. I never even thought about it ki nahi abhi nahi karna hai. So I gave up on the idea. And then something happened in 2024 again, and the idea was rekindled in my head because of so many wonderful authors and writers and bloggers that I'm connected with, and they put the idea again in my head that this can work. I can try it out. So I tried it out again, and when I sat down with the file again, the 50 nuggets were already there. Somehow from 50 they became 100, from 100 they became 150, and from 150 they became 162, and that's how the text of the book was completed. And when I started thinking about the illustrations, I thought of using my own photos, because they would, most of these are taken from my own experiences. In fact, 100% of them are taken from my own experiences only. So I used my own photographs as inspiration to generate them on Google Gemini. I put in the illustrations looking at my own photographs from that particular incident that I was inspired by. If I had a photograph, I would refer to the photograph. If I didn't have a photograph for it, I would recall that moment when that particular nugget happened in my life, and try to put in prompts in Google Gemini to create that particular scene that I had in my mind. That's how the illustrations came.
And I'm sure that there would have been multiple prompts because
Yes.
uh, they don't understand, basically.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So
And
not a
I'm sure that it would have taken a lot of time and effort for you to, get those illustrations just right, like how
yes.
you want.
Yes, it did.
So,
It did take a lot of patience, but after a while,
yes,
I figured out, what works and what doesn't work. It got easier, but I would say that none of the illustrations are a one go.
of
I-
course. Of course, I can totally vouch on it that none of them are a one go, of course. Not a one take thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, All right, that brings me to the next question. As I had mentioned earlier, also that this looks so real, so relatable, and obviously these are honest moments which you have shared with us in the book. So, how did you actually, blend the humor, the honesty, the self observation, obviously, which I think we all do, but you have also done it. And again, how did you balance the, you know, uh, being so vulnerable also, because it's coming from your experiences, what you have endured or what you have felt, um, with also keeping the tone very light, so light and relatable. So how did you manage all of this?
So I think uh, one of the things about my writing that most people tell me, and I've read in many reviews also, and somebody also confirmed saying that, one of the things when they Googled Manali Desai as an author, one of the things that comes up on Google top keyword that comes up when they search for me as an author is the word relatable. And I was also surprised because, yes, I have heard this from many of my readers and reviewers. But to see that Google has also, attested that word to my writing, given that adjective to my writing, I was kind of pleasantly surprised. So I think that relatability factor has always been there in my writing, even without my trying to, you know. So I have just continued doing what I have done in my past 10 books, and somehow it got translated into this book also. But coming to the part of being vulnerable and, funny and sarcastic, all of that, I think over the years, I have just become more acceptable of the way I am. And now I'm okay with projecting that personality to the world. पहले ऐसा था कि I was just able to show this personality of mine to a few of my close people because I felt कि बाकी सबको बताऊंगी किसको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, somebody might feel bad, somebody might take an offense. But now I am not, I'm slowly becoming a person who doesn't bother about such things. So I think that automatically translated, that change in my overall personality also automatically translated into this book, and I have not held back from sharing whatever I feel with the world. I have, that, devil may care attitude has translated into this book also.
No, I think sometimes what happens is we feel that ये क्या सोचेंगे वो क्या सोचेंगे, and we are not what we really want to be, right?
Exactly.
And I think that eventually comes up later, in your life, that what are you doing? You are not what you are. So why are you acting up like that? So yes, and then you realize, and then you like, okay, भाड़ में जाए जो भी सोचे, I
Yeah.
am like this. Accept it's really important that we accept ourselves so that people can accept the way we are. So
Yeah. And I
it
think that
works
comes
like that.
with, once you have crossed a certain age or once you have seen enough failures and struggles in your life, you become okay with certain things. You are like, हाँ जिसको जो सोचना है जाओ करो भाड़ में जाओ. This is what I am. You adjust. I am not adjusting anymore.
Correct. True. True. So
So I
I
think,
came
yeah.
across this quote a few days back. So I was just looking for some badges here and there, and I came across this quote which said, um, "Be who you are, the world will adjust."
Yes, exactly. And that is, I think, the philosophy that we all should live by. Why should we only always adjust? मतलब जो मेजोरिटी है उनको ही एडजस्ट करना चाहिए ना मेरे हिसाब से. Wherever the majority, one single person, how will they adjust with the world?
Correct. And we can't be like, you know, going on and accepting everybody's expectations of us to be like someone.
Exactly.
So
We'll burn
it's
ourselves out only. मतलब the ultimately we are only going to suffer in that. So
so
why
be
go
the
down
way
that
you
path?
are, and everybody else will adjust.
Exactly. Yes. So I think that brings us to the end of the long form questions we had for each other. Shall we move on to the rapid fire round then?
Sure, I am just game for it.
Okay, awesome. So how we'll do this, Divya, is we'll do back and forth. One question I ask, one question you ask. Okay?
Done.
Shall I start?
Yes.
Okay. So my first question to you is, what would Dil's blog title be if she ever started one about her and Rusham?
It will be Dil Se, I would say.
Oh, hmm, nice. I like it. Okay, your turn.
Right. And a jeans fit well kind of day for you looks like.
I think it looks like where I'm just able to read and write, or kuch bhi nahi. Only simply read and write also if there is mood. Otherwise, only just read. No
I
writing.
know
Only
we all have our own thing. I mean, even I struggle with reading.
yeah.
Uh, so finding out time to read is, though I wanted it as much, I want to take out time and I read, but it just sometimes I really fail. So
Same. Yeah. Life comes in the way of our, passions and our real, actual things that we want to do.
look, I really want to have a day wherein, I'm not doing anything but reading, but that day I don't know when it is going to come.
It's not come in my life also in a while. We just have to go back to our daily life, mundane things that we have to go back to. Okay, your turn.
All right. So if this book were a song, what would it be?
Yours
Or
or mine?
maybe some song which you relate, closely with that book. So I would rather
So,
put it like that.
yours or mine?
Yours.
Mine. Mine too. I think there is there's one song from this movie Veer Zara. I think that would go very well with this. हम तो भाई जैसे हैं वैसे रहेंगे. So I think that that's the kind of attitude that this book has. Oh, and I think that will vibe with the uh, with what I'm trying to say in the book also.
Great.
Okay,
You should
my
you
turn.
should sing a few lines, I think, if you remember the song.
Uh, हम तो भाई जैसे हैं वैसे रहेंगे अब कोई खुश हो या हो खफा हम नहीं बदलेंगे अपनी अदा and I don't remember the line after that but yeah it's
No, but
something
this
like
is enough. But this is, I think, says what it has to say. All those lines.
yes. And I think, yeah, that's also one of the songs that I really like by Lata Mangeshkar, one of my top five, I think. Because, yeah, that's the kind of person I think I'm also in real life too. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, my turn. If Dil and Kyra went on a girls' trip, where would they end up? Goa, Pondicherry, or Paris?
Oh, that's a difficult one, I guess. I want to go all three places as an individual, but if it is Kaira and Dil, I think Paris is still a dream, so I think Pondicherry
Hmm.
for
Yeah.
its calmness, maybe for its calmness and for its architecture. So
Yeah.
I think Pondicherry would. I think Dil would be someone who would like that environment where creativity is there and
Hmm.
also something which makes her calm, and she can also make Kyra calmer. So
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
so yes, Pondicherry.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah. So one illustrated moment from the book that defines you as a writer.
Uh, I think I think the bubble burst one is, is the best one that describes me because I do have problem with concentrating. So wait, this is going to show everyone this bursting bubble wraps. And the girl here, she's sitting on the couch and she's thinking, I should be writing, but this is way more productive. And then she's further thinking, let's call it let's call it intermission. Ha ha ha. See, I can still be creative while not doing this, and well, it's cheaper than therapy and more satisfying too. And the caption also says they should send every package and parcel in bubble wraps to make consumers like me order more stuff. Wait, should I patent this idea? So yeah, that
Yeah.
that describes me the best because even when I'm writing, I'm generally sitting on the couch and writing whenever I'm doing any writing. And अगर साइड में मुझे कुछ दिख गया डिस्ट्रैक्शन वाला और अगर बबल रैप है तो फिर भूल जाओ आई विल नॉट गो बैक टू राइटिंग
Oh. There are a lot of distractors any which ways when you write. So.
Exactly, yes. And when, especially when you are stuck somewhere in the in middle of writing somewhere, and you don't know how to take the story ahead, and then you are just
My
looking for distractions.
my biggest distractor is my son, the little one. So yes, so
Oh,
while even I was writing the glitch in our stars, uh, I will generally sit, late at night because that is I need silence to write.
yeah.
So when I used to be there and he would be like, Mama, Sonia, Mama, Sonia. And I would be like, अभी नहीं सो रही हूँ मैं, तू मुझे लिखने दे please. And if I mean all of that is mentioned in the acknowledgements because I
Yes.
think those distractions were equally important. I feel because it sets you to a different way. Probably something which you might not go back to. You were thinking something and someone distracted, and you might not go
Yeah.
back to that, but you think something else then. So
Yes. True, true. Yes. That brings me to my next question, which is if you could swap Dil and Rosham's cities for a week, who do you think would survive better? The London professor in Mumbai or the Mumbai writer in London?
I think Dil will survive in London, but I don't know about Rosham whether he will survive in Mumbai. Though, but both are big cities, but still, again, the madness of Mumbai, like it's crowded, and I don't know how Rosham will adjust to that
Yeah.
part because for me, even for me to like adjust to that, like there was a point when um, I used to go to work and I had to cross a station in
Hmm.
between. So uh, when I used to cross the station, it was like people are just running, like, oh my
Yeah.
God. And I used to wonder, why
सब
are
इतना
they
भाग क्यों रही है सब इतना क्यों भाग रहे हैं
Arey, pause, take a pause, man, take a pause.
True,
Yes,
yes,
I think even Rusham will do that.
I remember feeling like that myself. You know, I also moved to Mumbai as a 17, 18-year-old kid. And one of the first things that I said to my Masi, their family lives there and they were very, they played an important role in helping me adjust to the city. So one of the first things I said about the city to my Masi was this very statement. "ये सब इतना भाग क्यों रहे हैं?" So yeah, I
No.
totally understand.
So I think Rusham might find it difficult, maybe that part, but otherwise, I think he will adjust. So,
Yeah,
but I think it would be very easy for Dil to survive in London. It's not that
yeah.
difficult. If you have survived in Mumbai, you have survived any cities. Either Mumbai or Delhi, you survive in any city, is what I believe.
Very true. Yes. If you have survived in a metro Indian city anywhere, you can survive anywhere.
Right. That brings us to my question.
Hmm.
Um, Ice cream flavor that never disappoints.
Ice cream flavor, I think chocolate. I don't think I've had any chocolate ice cream that has ever disappointed me. I've only been surprised by the different kinds of chocolatiness, if that's the correct word we can use here. But no chocolate flavored ice cream has ever disappointed.
Yeah, true, true, very true. Like
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Whether it is Choco Bite, whether it is what do you say? Truffle. Truffle comes in a cake. May not be in ice cream, but someone can invent it. Whether it is Belgium chocolate or dark chocolate or anything, I think it goes
Yeah. True, true.
perfectly. So it never disappoints. Chocolate never disappoints. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, next one from my side. Which everyday fit melt joy would describe Dil and Rosham's connection best? Catching a sunset, finishing each other's sentences, or laughing at typos in old messages, or anything else?
Uh, I think it would be either the last one, which is laughing at typos, or what was the second one? Sorry.
Finishing each other's sentences.
Yes. So yes, both of them. I think that would be a fit melt for them. Finishing each
Okay.
other's sentences and laughing about their errors, typos. Because look, one is a reviewer and one is a writer, so obviously they are going to
Exactly.
laugh about it.
Yes, true, true. Correct. Okay, your turn.
And also I wanted to add, like, if Dil is like this generation kid and she uses something which is probably a Gen Z language and Rusham doesn't understand it, so I think that would also be one, because that happens often with
Um,
me where my kids, you do that and I like, why can't you say that in those many words than using that stupid word which describes that.
True, yes. Yeah. That
Yeah.
would be a funny, funny moment between Dil and Rusham, definitely. Yes. Okay, your turn.
Right. So, one from me. One message you want readers to carry after reading this book.
One, I think first very important message that I want to send to everyone is that, we have to let go of this image in our heads that AI is bad, first of all, because I've said that in the disclaimer also. If you're using AI to as a tool to help you become a better creator, that is always, welcome, because it will only make our lives easier. So firstly, that embrace AI in the best possible way that you can and without overusing it. And I think the second one would be finding joys in everyday mundane things. That would be the most important message.
Yes, of course. Like, right. I mean, look, overuse of any technology is not going to, you know, get you the best. So yes, use it wisely. And that is all I will say as far as AI is concerned. That's the right message you are putting across, which obviously, helped you. Though you had your
Yeah.
own challenges with that, but still it helped you. And, you have
Yes.
come out with a book which is such, I mean, which is really nicely illustrated. So,
Thank you.
of
Thank
course.
you.
So, that is one part. And the second, which you said, uh, I completely relate to that. So, yes. So,
Thank you.
readers, I would also urge readers to go and read out um, this book. If you can show it on Kindle,
Yes.
it would be
Exactly.
great.
This one, yes.
Yes.
It's called My
So,
Jeans Fit Well and the Ice Cream Didn't Melt, which I have acronym to fit melt.
so yes, do go and read this book. It's totally relatable, and I know a lot of us we are going to do. I mean, a lot of us, actually do that in our lives. So yes, chocolate will never disappoint you. Likh ke le lo. That is the yes,
Yes.
we totally agree to that too. Yes, Shri, thank you so much.
True, true, yes. Okay, that brings me to my last question for you, which is what's one glitch moment from your life that secretly brought Fitmelt joy to you? Was it the wrong email address? Was it a missed call? Or an accidental like on an old post? Or anything else?
Yeah, so I think there is something like I do not agree with, maybe that's me, but I do not agree with people posting and liking their own post. So,
True, yes.
so I mean, I can't connect. Like, I mean, why would you like your own post? You have made it. It's okay. Let other people, for me, even if I'm making a post, I do not expect people to like it. Right.
Hmm.
For me, it's not a kind of uh, that people should like it. It's totally up to you. You want to like it, you like it. You do not want to like it, not like it. I am going to post. That's
Hmm.
my thing. And when people actually post and like their post, I like, man, what is happening to this world? So there, though I think that way, but accidentally I have liked my own post once, but I think it just happened accidentally. And you know, people who actually know that I don't like my own posts or I'm against it actually, called me and told me, why did you like your own post? You're against it. What is happening with you? Are you also, getting into the mode of, being a creator and all of that, that you started liking your own post? When did I like my own post? No, that is so embarrassing. I mean, it's actually very embarrassing for me, maybe not to others, but I did because I always feel, and I have always felt that, and I have put it out loud that you don't like your own posts. Come on. And when I did that myself, people were like, what, has she gone crazy? Preaching something else and doing something else. So yes,
Yeah,
that was totally embarrassing. And
glitch moment.
now whenever I do that, like whenever I post also, I see to it that, I'm very careful about things like my finger is not going on like, or accidentally I'm not doing that. You become conscious about it once, you have done it. So yes. So that was embarrassing and at the same time hilarious as well, because though I was like, when did I do that? When did I do that? And then when I went back to the post and then I, you know, unliked it, and then it was like, then I later obviously laughed about it, but yes, that all that chaos was, always the chaos happens and you laugh about it later. So that is what happened with me.
True, true. Yes. Okay,
So I
that's
hope I
been
am not hiking my own life now.
no, no, no. We are anyway during the live. We have been getting many hearts and likes. So thank you to everyone. And we don't have to like this live actually because we can't.
We like ourselves. We have put the message across. We don't have to like it. So
Nilsri saying I got to leave. Thank you,
yeah,
Nilsri, for joining us. It's okay. You can go. Yeah. Thank you for staying so much, so
yeah.
long.
Thank you so much for joining in.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you, Nilsri. Glad you
we
enjoyed
too,
it.
we too enjoyed it. I think. I think Manali, you enjoyed it.
Yes, yes,
I enjoyed it thoroughly. I enjoyed it
yes,
thoroughly.
same here. And which brings us to the last segment, which think is going to add to the fun quotient that we have had so far. So, this is a fitness bingo that I have designed, and I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions related to the nuggets from the book. You just have to answer in yes or no. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is witnessed a perfect sunset in the last 7 days.
No.
No? Okay. Next one, own a pair of jeans that fits just right.
Yes.
Lovely. Next one, ate ice cream before it melted.
Yes. It's a yes. A big yes for me.
Great. Okay, next one. Nailed a witty comeback at the right time.
Oh yes, I do that often.
Awesome. Next one. Went on a peaceful walk alone.
No, it has not happened.
Okay. Next one. Got lost in a great book.
Yes. Um,
Love.
Elif Shafak.
Okay. Lovely. Next one. Took a shower without adjusting the knobs in the past week.
Not in the past week, but I do it.
Okay. Lovely.
Sometimes I do it.
Okay. Next one. Took up a new hobby or did something creative.
Not recently.
Okay. Next one. Heard a song you forgot you loved.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Lovely. Next one. Found an old note or photo.
Yes. Yes.
Great. Spotted a rainbow in the past year.
No.
Hmm. That's difficult in India, I think. It's easier for people like me who are NRIs. I live in Europe, in Netherlands, so it's easier for
Mumbai,
me.
it is like impossible. It's either raining or it
Yeah,
is the sunlight.
yeah, yeah.
Both can't come together and form a rainbow.
Exactly. Yes, definitely understandable. Okay, next one. Had a random idea that sparked joy.
Sorry, had a?
Random idea that sparked joy.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, lovely.
yes, for me. Yes.
Okay. Next one. Took yourself out on a date or day out.
Only me, no.
No?
Not
Okay.
yet. I mean, I have done it in the past, but not recently. Right.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Smelled something baking.
I wish I'm a very bad baker. I have
No, no,
never
but
got
you
the
smell.
cake right, but maybe, streets may, yes.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, yeah. Bake तो मैं भी नहीं करती हूँ, but yeah, I do love the smells of the bakery
But
whenever
that is
I'm in
also
a cafe.
something, I want to, achieve, like being a baker. Like at least एक तो cake ढंग का बनाओ जो खाने लायक हो.
I'm sure you will be able to achieve that. Okay, next one. Had a good hair day in the past 2 weeks.
Oh no,
No?
no.
Oh, my empathy is with you. I totally understand that because hair is so difficult to manage. कभी तो ढंग से behave कर ले.
And when you
Okay,
are
next
going
one.
to work, it will still, I mean, right at that time, it will not work for you. So,
Yeah, definitely. And I can totally understand it not being possible in a city like Bombay because you have to travel in the metro, in the train, in the bus, and the climate is so humid. Your hair is not going to behave, not at all.
हम तो पहले बिहेव कर ले ठीक से उसके बाद हेयर
Exactly.
को बोले.
True, true, yes. Okay, next one. Popped bubble wrap.
No, no.
No? Okay, next one. Ate your comfort food.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Lovely. Okay, next one. Gazed at the moon in silence.
I have done that, not recently, but I like to write poems on moon.
Okay,
I just
lovely.
simply watch it. I mean, I simply watch the moon for a quite while, and then I write a poem. I love to do that.
Awesome. And on that note, a happy Karwa Chauth to anyone and everyone who's celebrating and watching us here. आज तो वैसे भी सब मून को देखेंगे प्यार से तो
देखना हो या ना देख, आज तो ढूंढ ढूंढने के देखेंगे कि हाँ
एग्जैक्टली
निकल रहा है कि नहीं. बट एंड आज वो
एग्जैक्टली
निकलेगा कि नहीं. सो
हाँ आज तो भाव खाएगा हाँ
so you're fasting, Manali?
नो नो
No.
नो नो Oh,
I am
you are
fasting but for a different reason. No, I am not
okay.
fasting for Karwa Chauth. I am fasting for Sankashti. So no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No for
Okay.
Karwa Chauth. इतनी अच्छी बीवी भी नहीं हूँ.
Yes. True. I relate to that. हाँ इतनी अच्छी बीवी तो मैं भी नहीं हूँ तुम करो तुम्हें इतना है तो
Yes.
Okay, next one. Bought something that made you giddy.
No.
Okay.
No.
And the last one. Reconnected with an old friend.
Yes.
Lovely. You've
Yes.
done quite well. I think 70-80% was yes. So very well done, Divya. You are living your life as per the fit melt fit melt क्या कहते हैं उसको manifesto. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. I don't think when we had any questions from the audience, we took them up during the live only. So I don't think we have missed any.
That,
And
that,
before I let you go, I asked this question to almost all the guests, and especially with those guests, I had a lot of fun with, and I was laughing almost throughout the entire episode. So I have to ask you, when are you coming up with the next book so I can invite you again?
Yeah, so look, I recently participated in a challenge also. So yes, the structure is probably in place almost. But then I still have to start writing, which
Hmm.
is going to be a task. So I don't know how long am I going to take doing that, but I don't think it will at least take. I mean, the least it would take would be a year, is what I feel.
Okay.
So
Okay.
nothing. Yeah, but yes, I have got some poems which I write because I write whatever I experience or whatever I see, which is
Hmm.
happening right in front of me. So I
Hmm.
have a bit of collection of poems, which I have not published, which are there written. So I
Okay.
might go for a poetry book, if
Oh,
not for
lovely.
a novella,
Hmm.
very soon. But I don't know whichever comes first. I don't know. So
Okay.
as you said, you wrote in 21 and you wanted to do it, but then you really
Yeah.
like just left it. So
Yeah.
that happens with writers. You
Yeah,
go on a
exactly.
self doubt and you feel that whether this would work or not. Even
Yes.
even the glitch in our stars, for that matter, I like waited and like I doubted myself
Hmm.
that should I write that, should I put it across, क्या लोग हंसेंगे तो नहीं मेरी book पे, what have I written, what rubbish have I written. you know So,
Yeah.
yes, so we all go through, all authors and writers go through that. So, anything might come first, but yes, something or the other would come for sure.
Okay. So we do have a new book coming in 2026 for sure. We don't know just yet what it will be, but we have a new book coming from you.
Yes, yes, yes. And I hope if uh, like how I read parallelly both, if I'm able to, do. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to just compile the poems. I mean, they are already written, probably a bit
Hmm.
of editing and compiling them in one
Hmm.
thing. So that is much easier than actually writing. So
Hmm.
uh, poems might come, and maybe kya pata end of the year, even if I write, then yes, of course.
Oh, lovely. By end of the year, that would be lovely. Yeah. So I wish you all the best for that and really looking forward to it. I hope I can call you again on the episode with a new book very soon. So all the best for that. And thank you for
Thank
joining
you
me
so
today.
much. Thank you so much for inviting me here. It was a lovely conversation we had today.
Thank
Enjoyed
you.
it thoroughly, and it was as real as both our books, as real and as raw as both our books are. So, yes.
Definitely. On that note, here is Divya's book. Do go check it out on Amazon. You can also contact Divya for it if you are looking for media copies and if she's open to it, you can contact Divya. And yeah, just go and read the book. You can check out my review. You can check out the Fabulous Four episode where we discuss the book and all four of the panelists enjoy it. So yes, please do go check it out. It's available in Kindle and in paperback on Amazon. Thank you, Divya, and have a great
Thank
weekend.
you.
Bye.
You too. Bye bye.